Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so today, the first thing that's coming for this reading is what was on your Divine Masculine's mind first thing when they woke up about the connection. So let's see. Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what was on my viewers' DM's mind first thing when they woke up. Oh, purity. Wow, isn't that beautiful? This is such an interesting connection to yesterday's reading, where the masculines were very much looking at the, let's say, the unbroken and complete love of two becoming one flesh, and the absolute purity in viewing all other connections. If you haven't seen that reading, what came through was that the masculines were really on the deepest levels, finding that their feminine inspires them like no other. She is irreplaceable. And that they're finding a sacred ability to view all other previous options, or the amazing variety of potential options, through a spiritual, pure lens, and no longer objectifying or coveting other feminines, but truly having the purity 100% with the feminine, or at least being inspired that that is what they're sensing on their heart level is their truth, and they're making note of it. And then for all other feminines. So I believe this energy is sinking in even more deeply, just the vast purity that they are so inspired on the heart space to hold for all beings. Yeah. Okay, so what would they say to the feminine from this alignment? Oh! Aw, you matter. I'm hearing you matter like no other. You're set apart. You're different. It's apples to oranges. There is no comparison. You matter. You matter that much. Wow. So good. Okay, so let's see what the masculines are thinking about the feminine and the connection. What are the masculines feeling for the feminine on the heart space? I need more coffee. What are they wishing for the connection? What actions are being taken in support of the connection, or that will directly lead to union? What is the biggest challenge at this time? What is the spirit-guided solution to that challenge? Where is the connection going? And then after the reading, after this portion, I'm going to pull 3 more cards for masculines out there, just for added support with whatever's happening in your world these days. I'll get some spirit-guided support for that. Okay, so what are the masculines thinking about the connection? 2 of Wands, a choice has been made for their long-term abundance. So this is stepping out of the comfort zone. In the reverse, they've decided, they've figured out the direction they want to go. And look at that, the choice of the 2, and really seeing that you matter like no other, feminine. And they are seeing that their long-term abundance for the rest of their lives is potential with you. And that's also adding to the sense that there's nothing lacking. Okay, what are they feeling on the heart space? Still doing research about this timing. They're still very much questioning their own connection with Source regarding what's appropriate now that they know how different they view you from all others. they're really looking for cues from the divine, looking for their own heart truth. They're continuing to see what the next level of that would be. And I'm hearing it's almost all they can think about in their heart of hearts, and asking the divine about timing. Okay, what is the wish for the connection? They are wishing for the connection. I don't know how many times we get this in this position where they are actually wishing. In this card, there's a little bit of a temptation there, so they are definitely feeling the pull. And the Two of Wands, for the second time, they know you're wishing, and so yeah, they are earnestly, sincerely asking the divine. If masculines, you're watching this and you aren't asking the divine about timing, this is your cue that you could be. But look at this mirroring, Two of Wands and Two of Wands, one with a masculine, one with a feminine. So I'm hearing for some, the masculines are wishing that you're wishing for them and that you're doing things behind the scenes if you're out of communication. Or they know that they want to bridge the distance. Both of these Two of Wands suggest a distance, and so they're trying to figure out how to come closer, how to visit, how to bridge the gap. This feels a little bit like a strategy. Okay, what action are the masculines taking? Ending heartache. For the Ten of Cups, they know that the things in the past haven't worked. They know that they need to really address the karma regarding third-party situations. They know they need to heal that. They know they need to bring that into authentic foundation, clarity, and again, this purity. They now know why it's fundamental and essential to have your connection, a primary connection, intact without spreading the energy thin. They understand that dynamic, and they know that they've got some amends to make in their lives in some way based on past experience here. So they're really doing the work to see how to create happiness, long-term happiness, and how to do things differently going forward from here. Okay, what is the biggest challenge for the masculine? Making the plan, figuring out the strategy, because it is uncharted territory. And the Star of Destiny to clarify. So they're really internalizing and asking, meditating, trying to understand how they can identify the destined path. Masculines, you're making note of the things that work and don't work. You're making note of what's written on your heart. But you're trying to discern what to do with that. Okay, what is the spirit guidance solution? Yeah, moving forward, grounding things. As above, so below. This shadowy horse is sort of out of control, and so there's a bit more shadow work for the masculines to do. But we have the Nine of Swords, which is overthinking and sleepless nights. It's in the reverse. So masculines know that they can't just spin their wheels. They can't just charge ahead. They have to come into more balance. They have to master some of these things, that some of the thought process. They know they need to streamline their thoughts. They need to harmonize their head and heart. They need to harmonize the yin yang. They need to harmonize things. So divine guidance here, masculines, is bring it into balance. When you are balanced within, your heart just knows the way, and you have that presence to identify your path. There isn't a lot you have to do ahead of time other than know yourself, know what your heart is saying. And if you're uncertain, that means there's some shadow work to do. That means that you haven't found the deepest truth yet. So set that as your mission. Anything that's been causing you anxiety, Tap into that and find out why. Don't hold back. Don't be afraid of your analytical mind. Don't be afraid to go down the rabbit hole, because that's the depth that's needed for these major sort of course corrections. And so you won't miss your destined path, but you won't see it for what it is until you do this internal work. Okay, what is the direction the connection is heading in the near future? Karmic cleanup with this King of Cups. Awesome. So King energy here in meditation. We definitely have a theme of meditation and internalizing, really being unafraid to go deep, masculines, and just surrender to I'm hearing falling in love with yourself by falling in love with what's actually on your heart, rather than all these opinions of other people, all the things that might be options, all of the busyness, all of the different assumptions and external expectations. Drop through it into your own truth. It might be wacky, it might be totally unconventional, but it's yours. And if you keep serving two masters, your heart and these other energies involved, you're not going to find the way. But this does seem like you're on the right track. Okay, so let's get some emotional, mental, and physical realm support for the masculines out there. What is it that we can see? What are the main things going on in the masculines' worlds that we can get some spirit guidance? So this is just for you, masculines. What is the emotional, mental, and physical realm priority today? What is it that you could benefit from going deeply in this meditation you're on? To accelerate your next steps. We are getting, oh, there's that Wheel of Fortune. So it does connect with the reading today, wondering how to move things forward, but we'll pull a spirit guidance or guidance for that. Alchemy, this is the balance card, the temperance card, so on the conscious mind. And in the physical realm, the separation energy, the Five of Crystals. Okay, so we're going to pull a Starseed card for this Great Wheel of Fortune, or Great Wheel on the emotional level. We are getting Chakra Kabbalah, spiritual path, life lessons, and karma. So as you come into alignment with your deepest truth, masculine, that just does everything for you. It sets the divine wheel in motion. You really don't have to do anything other than come into alignment with your truth. Discover what that is on every single level. Look at what hasn't worked for you and earnestly seek divine guidance to show you a better way. Emotionally, that's the only way to bring your emotions into alignment so that you feel everything that you're meant to in order to feel supported and streamlined going forward. It really is as easy as that. Okay, on the conscious mind, temperance. We'll get a Starseed card for that. What is this alchemy card? We get Temple of the Moon Goddess. There's divine feminine energy. Emotional transparency, nurturance, and grace. Yeah. We got the Chariot with that out of control young horse, the action, wanting to streamline so action can be taken, so things can be grounded, so things can be reinvented. And it really does have to do with coming into this level of balance and understanding of self, and speaking your emotions clearly, authentically, owning them, sharing your heart, being unafraid to be vulnerable, and trusting yourself to nurture yourself no matter what that truth is, so that regardless of the result that you get when you share that, it's probably going to be a lot better than you think. But even if it's not favorable, even if it's clumsy, even if it lacks grace, you've embodied that within. So it doesn't matter. There are these tethers to the external that you're still able to let go of. It really doesn't matter the reflection that comes back to you, it shouldn't shake your core assessment of what your emotions are telling you. If you can open up that conscious permission inside of you to feel whatever you're feeling and to continue tracing it deeper, this is profound balance on the foundational level. And so if you feel like there are still unknowns inside of you, it's time to really take a look at those and drop through into them. Okay, 5 of crystals on the physical level here. What is it that we can see as a clarifier for the masculine's physical realm? This energy of separation, abandonment, being left out in the cold, fear, isolation. So we're getting Arcturian Stargate, peace, healing, gentleness, and non-judgment. Just observe any ways that you feel this energy of isolation, and don't judge it in a negative way. Look for the benefit, look for the most loving direction from here. Whenever we feel this sort of isolation, it's really our higher selves knowing that we've lost connection to source. And when we do that, it's because we've been judging ourselves or others as not containing loving motives, love. This is the kind of alignment we do to ourselves when we've worked our way away from love. And so, masculines, it's time to come back into the peace and the healing and the knowing that love is available in every moment. And the choices that we make when we know that and trust that don't result in separation energy. They result in unified energy. So if you're experiencing this, really look at the beliefs that are on your heart and where you're holding love at bay in some assessment of your physical reality. Okay, I'm going to get a card now for the feminine cross watchers. What is it that we can see for the beautiful divine feminines that are watching? What is the spirit guidance? How can the feminines release, literally? So feminines, let go of your masculine right now. And I'm not saying let go of the idea that it won't streamline, won't become good. Let go of the energetic need to know what your masculine is going to do next or how your masculine is feeling. Hold them in love and release. I'm hearing truly fall in love. With these leaves falling down, surrender. Just let the love that you know on your heart be evident and go about your merry way. Do you, feminine? Let go so that there is no energetic blame, projection, fear from your masculine in your direction, so they can really focus on themselves. Feminines have such a powerful energetic resonance, and when you are, I want to say, tainting the airwaves with your preference, it's difficult sometimes for the masculine to remove themselves from that intensity in order to come into what they really need. So let that be a cue. And then we're getting happiness going forward with success. Look at this playfulness. Really tap into play, feminines. You can include your masculine energetically in all the fun things you're doing. You're not at odds. You are parallel here. So whatever you do for self, you do for twin. Keep that in your heart. But let go of any of the pain stories. And going forward, I'm hearing to the promised land, to the new dawn, to what may come. Let go of the past. Release the past. That was a past season. Spring is coming. Let go of all of the things that have happened in the past that would cause you fear or disbelief in anything other than success. See in the dark, see around corners, see into the jungle, see into the lushness of the reality that can come next. But let go of all the things that didn't work so that you're a fresh slate, an unwritten book, and set yourself on the mission of happiness going forward. Okay, much love, everybody. Bye for now.